Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video. I just got back from Thailand and I got some brown skin on me. And well, it's time to continue the Around the Verse recaps again, which I'm doing on a weekly basis. First of all, there will be a new concept ship tomorrow, which will be up for sale for $175. It's called the Hurricane and it's basically a tier 2 starter ship. Now let's get going on the LA update. First of all, they're working on the physics-driven system into their item 2.0 system. This will leave us with a lot more options for destructability, including props. Also, the VFX system will be improved, so in the end it should look a lot nicer. So all the destruction will be, well, it will be much more expensive than we have right now. Also, facial idols for pilots are being worked on, so we don't have any more death stares in Star Citizen when, for example, flying in the universe. Also, the tech content developed a tool for marking up zones, which is used by the render to hide and show different areas of the character mesh when wearing different layers of clothing or armor. This will hide clothing underneath, so it doesn't need to render. This saves memory and is better for the performance overall. And I must say, it looks very nice and it looks very cool. As you can see, the attention to detail is astounding if you're asking me. And I can't wait to look at this in game. Now they're also, we have seen grabby hands in the past, but they actually are still working on the interaction system, which looks very cool. It basically lets you grab stuff and then interact with them. So for example, you can grab a bump and you can put a timer on the bump or perhaps deactivate it, and that will be so awesome. And also they are working on the prototype of the signaling system or something like that, or well, reacting system, whatever you want to call it. So for example, if you turn on an engine with your hands, the engine reacts and it blows out the energy to propel your ship. Or for example, if you switch all the energy out, all the systems, then your ship will become less visible and will be less visible for the players. Now they're also working still on ships. They are deep into the setup of the Drake Cutlass Black, the Buccaneer, and the rework of the Arizai Aurora, and another ship which they can't discuss yet. And lastly, they're bringing up the stats page up to date again and plan to update it regularly. On the engineering side, they worked on instance properties. This way they can change every entity component, so they can easily adjust parameters in the game, which will result in less different entity components, but also will allow more variations. Seamless transitions are also very important, which they are working on at this moment, which they call the object container system. This will let they let all the stuff stream in, so you don't get a lot of loading times anymore, and will be very seamless, which is actually helping with the overall shape of the game. Also, they are working on the lightning states, which are being worked on right now. For example, they are using a layer switching system right now, which requires duplicate lights, but they are working on light groups right now, which will have its own state machine, which will come in handy for events like emergency or damage states in the game. So you can basically see it as an ultimate light switch. So for example, a ship gets hit and the emergency systems have to come online, then it's simple switch and all the lights will do emergency things like you can see right now. It will definitely look awesome. Also on the character side, they worked a lot. They moved further down the pipeline and they have worked on the deck crew outfits, and it's now in the high poly phase. Here's the explorer suit, which is moving along nicely, and well, we will hopefully see it in game very soon. And I can't say it anymore, but this just looks superb, really. Attention to detail, incredible. They're working very hard on the heavy armor for the Marine and the Outlaw. The Marine armor is in the engine right now, and the heavy Outlaw is still in 3D concept phase, which is pending for approval, and if it is approved they will move on with it and hopefully bring the game soon as well. So now we're going to the Turbulent Spectrum update. The framework they use for Spectrum is React, which is also used for Facebook, which is an open source thing or baseline. This is their baseline. They also use the library which is called Redux, which manages the state of the application. It is very scalable, unlike the earlier platforms RSI used. There's a lot of roadblocks though. The roadblock they hit early is that their Star Citizen only has one account online at a time. When on Spectrum, that same account could be logged in multiple times. For example, you could have multiple tabs open and on different devices at the same time. So they had to brainstorm multiple times for their presence system to make it more intelligent, so it knows when you're offline and when you're online. Now they have a lot of flexibility how they display this player presence. They are going to aim for an update a month for Spectrum and maybe more if they can. In the short term and in the medium term, they are mostly now looking into feedback of the players. They will spend a lot of time on the forums to reach feature parity with the old forums which they are using right now. There's a lot more functionality to come, for example, things like rich presence, which is location based and it's aware of the player location. It can tell people where you are in the game and have location based chats, for example. Also, they are working on a mobile app, and that's also incoming. They want to have a real native Spectrum experience for players. They also want to go much further than that. For example, switch between multiple communication channels like a PA system, which will communicate to the passengers as well to other personnel on the ship, which will ultimately help coordinating with friends. Spectrum will replace the current forums and the XMPP chat, which will give organizations more options and their own forums. Also, there's a sneak peek on the Hurricane, which looks very cool in my opinion. It will be on sale for $175 tomorrow, and well, have a look if you like, and perhaps you will like it. So this was the update for the Around the Verse LA studio update. So I thank you all for watching, and if you'd like to see more, here on the left you can see the latest CitizenCon demo, and here on the right you can see me looking at the caterpillar for the first time. So I thank you all for watching, and till next time.